On your test for westward expansion on week 6, under sod-busting settlers, you need to know that the Homestead Act in 1862 was the act that offered free land to people who were willing to settle the wild frontier. So what that was, you need to know that. Also, under sod-busting settlers, you need to know that the homesteaders built their first homes out of sod because it was something they had plenty of. It says this is a picture right here of a sod house. It's called a sod house, and it's made from something the early homesteaders had plenty of, sod. So this was the whole reason they used the sod to build houses. Also under the sod-busting settlers, you're going to see a timeline picture. You need to know that in this timeline picture, that the event of the Homestead Act was what encouraged settlers to move out west. Right here it says, the life of a homesteader sounds hard but rewarding. This week we're exploring the westward expansion of the United States, along with the reasons the settlers moved west and the hardships they faced. So under the Homestead Act, the reason they moved out west, so like right here, this is all talking about the Homestead Act in this article, they moved out west because of the Homestead Act. So that's what you need to know. It says which event on the timeline encouraged settlers to move out west, and that would be the Homestead Act. Okay, under westward expansion, looking at the expedition of Lewis and Clark, you need to know what were the main goals of the Corps of Discovery. So right here it says that they had 3 specific goals: to search for a water route to the Pacific Ocean, start building relationships with some American Indians in the area, and record their findings about the soil, plants, and animals in the area. Next, with the Indian Removal Act, you need to know that one effect of the Indian Removal Act of 1830 was that American Indians were moved to land west of the Mississippi River. So right here, American Indians were moved to land west of the Mississippi River, which is now part of the state of Oklahoma. So next, looking at the California Gold Rush. So on your test, you're going to be given this sentence right here. It says, this one. It says, in 1848, James Marshall discovered gold near California's American River. Word spread quickly, and more than 80,000 people came to California in 1849 alone. What does the word spread mean in this sentence? So with words spreading quickly, that means like word was extended out quickly. So you need to know that spread means extended. So the word got extended out to everyone around them, that gold was found near the California American River. Under the Homestead Act of 1862, you need to know that in 1862, Congress passed the Homestead Act. This gave any head of a household, widowed woman, or any man over 21 the right to claim one 160-acre portion of land. Next, you're going to have a picture of the timeline. On this timeline picture, you have it on your actual handout of your newspaper, but you need to know which event happened right after the Homestead Act of 1862, and that was the Transcontinental Railroad. And right here, I have it tucked in on my screen, that you need to know that the event that happened after the Homestead Act was the Transcontinental Railroad. Okay. Also, you need to know, we're going to look at a brain pop in class together today, and it is called the Wounded Knee Massacre. So if you are working from home, I will post this into our Schoology course, and I will provide you with a login for that. But you need to watch this video because it is also, a section of this is on your test. You need to know that the Indian Removal Act and the Massacre of Lakota Indians at Wounded Knee, the Wounded Knee Massacre, was a cause and effect event that happened in this timeline together that was also on your newspaper. So if you will watch this, we're going to watch it in class today. That will help you answer that question. And the last thing you need to know is under the Pony Express. You need to know that the Pony Express was a mail service that ran from April 1860 to October 1861.